All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming for Valoris Tantibus, Session 7, Confined. Let's start off with a little recap of the last session. Thank you, Hal, for the write-up. In short, let's see. You guys kind of tried to work out a deal with the Order of the Eye. You guys had prearranged a meeting spot, and when you guys arrived at the appointed day and hour, Not was to be found. You guys decided to move ahead, enter the sanctuary of the Brotherhood of Midnight, and after some exploration, you found several empty rooms. Looks like they were storage containers. Had recently been kind of shuffled around. You found remnants of horse and cart, even a live horse that was still here. You also found many of the Order of the Eye chained to a wall as you came across a conversation between Brother Hawk and Brother Fist. Brother Fist kind of ran out of there with purpose. He seemed to have been guarding some sort of book or tome and left Brother Hawk to kind of deal with the aftermath. After turning Hal into a human pincushion, Brother Hawk was defeated. You guys then exited the sanctuary to find several characters awaiting. Let's load the map.
That's not where we parked our car.
All right. As soon as you exit the aqueducts, you are greeted with the constable. In tow, several Merkava are kind of surrounding Kiev, who has his head hung low. They approach. Stop, and the constable looks at the party. You have the floor.
Ather?
What's that?
You said we have the floor.
Yes.
Oh, we have the floor.
Oh.
Al, dragging Brother Hawk behind him, says, "Morning, Constable. You might
What?
be interested in this?"
What is all this ruckus?
We found the base of the Brotherhood of Midnight.
And you thought to enter by yourself?
We couldn't bother the constable with such menial work, could we?
And unfounded claims. We had no proof. We now have proof. This is one of their leaders, and Hal drags Brother Hawk forward.
All right. His unconscious body lying limp on the floor. The constable will look over at the mass, then back at the party. I see you have decided to take your own actions, your own justice. This will not do. I think a long talk in a dark cell will do you all much good. As he orders the Merkava to encircle you. What do you do?
Come now, gentlemen. We couldn't drag you out here and just say, hey, there's the Brotherhood of Midnight. What would we be sending you into?
That sounds like a persuasion. Go ahead and drop it in the bucket.
Put it in the bucket.
Oh, Mr. Bucket. The constable shakes his head. No, not this time, my friend. You are coming with us. I have lots of questions. Does anyone resist?
Yes, I resist.
Okay, how do you resist?
Resistfully.
That is a 50 DKP minus.
I'm thinking, I'll say, We had no choice. They were going to murder us. Self-defense. I don't know the law well here, but I'd say that's in our favor, yeah?
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check. Drop it in the bucket. The constable holds up his hand for just a moment. The Merkava stop dead in their tracks. Listen, I am not one without compassion. The truth will come out. I suggest you just come along quietly. We will sort this out.
But before we go with you, I do want to inform you that another of their ranks was able to escape out some kind of exit in the back of this cave system.
With a magical book.
With some kind of tome. It seemed magical. That's all I know, but I want to give your men the best chance of catching him.
The constable waves the Merkava forward to start to collect you, but he turns to the captain and says, Iori, investigate this.
If it helps, it's the same man who attacked the manor in the Noble District about last week. He called himself Brother Fist.
Iori will find out the truth. The Merkava surround you and start escorting you down the streets. Two of them will kind of support Brother Hawk as they half drag him down the street. You guys are brought to a building. It is very well guarded. At this point, they are going to remove your weapons, personal effects, and put you all in a common room. There is nothing in this room save for a table and 3 chairs.
So, when I got up this morning, I was expecting to, find a little bit of truth behind what madness is going on and, not be put effective. But that's just me. How was your morning?
I think I found a little bit of truth.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Hal, how are you feeling?
Better. I've stitched back together a bit.
That's good. At least you're feeling and looking less porky.
Yeah, that was incredibly painful.
So, anyone notice that Kev was with him?
Apparently he's under arrest too.
If he is not in the same room as you. However, he was brought to the station.
And, by the way, Makoto, you said this book, whenever you write a note, the book that we got, it turns into birds when we send a message to someone?
Turns into a paper crane, like what we saw back home, and flies to whoever you intend the message for.
You know the consul got a message like that?
I am well aware of that.
So, what? Are we racing to find the criminal first? What is...
I was about to ask, was that taken or
Your weapons,
Everything was taken.
pretty much.
so I don't even have an
Instrument.
Correct.
God.
All of your personal effects. Had anyone kind of stowed anything away, we would have made some checks to see if it was discovered. As the parties kind of discussing their situation for what seems like an eternity, but in reality it's only about 15, 20 minutes. The door opens quietly. The constable comes in.
Good morning! Or is it afternoon? I really don't know how I've been here.
That's enough pleasantries. I will be speaking with you. He turns and points. You, Ponytail, as he points to Makoto. Come with me. All right, so here's how this is going to play out mechanically. I'm going to, essentially, he's going to interrogate each person. They're going to be real short, so don't worry about that. In the meantime, please feel free to discuss in character kind of your situation, talks amongst yourselves. It won't take long. And we're going to go in reverse order based off of Fantasy Grounds to Makoto. Come with me. The constable brings you over into another room. Sit.
Okay.
There is nothing but a table, 2 chairs, a pitcher of water, 1 glass. Do you sit?
I sit on the floor.
Okay. Obstinate to the last. This was discovered amongst your person. And he pulls out the kind of the journal that you guys had taken from Brother Hawk. Care to explain?
You said, hold on, you cut out a bit. You said that was the one from Brother Hawk?
From Brother Hawk, the journal. Do you care to explain this?
Recovered from the Brotherhood this morning.
It's interesting that you're such an associate with Kiev and you're always showing up at the wrong place. Do you care to explain this?
Showing up at the wrong place. I believe I was trying to help you with your criminal problem.
That will be seen. I've heard enough out of you. As he escorts you back to the room.
As he's turning around, Makoto's just going to say, I really think you have the wrong idea about all of us using Fey Presence for a charm. DC 14 wisdom save.
I see. Okay. You see his eyes kind of twitch momentarily as you can see again this spell. Is it verbal, somatic?
It's a class ability.
Okay, so a spell-like ability.
Yeah.
His eyes kind of twitch for a moment as he kind of walks up to you, looks you dead in the eye, looks down to you. Do not try that again. Come. And back to the channel.
Oh,
Social
yes.
aspect of
Yes,
Oh, hello.
I've hit the statute of limitations on exile.
So the constable comes back with Makoto in tow. He points into the room. The monk, come with me.
Al stands up and heads to the door.
All right.
Which is
Hi,
20
buddy.
Where are we going?
In this room, there's nothing but a table, 2 chairs, a pitcher of water, and 1 glass. He says, sit, let's talk.
I sit.
He pulls the journal from that you had taken from Brother Hawk. Care to explain this?
We found it on the man that we brought out of the cave.
Which-
called himself Brother Hawk.
Companion of yours? Employer?
Neither. I heard a rumor about this place. We decided to investigate. We went in, looked around. It had been cleared out. There were only a handful of the, I guess, monks, individuals who attacked the manor the other night. We ran into the big one that punched through the wall and the one that I brought out of the cave. They called themselves Brother Fist and Brother Hawk, respectively. We overheard a conversation between them. Brother Fist ran with a book. Brother Hawk stayed and tried to kill us.
I see. It is curious that you are always showing up at such precarious situations. Am I to believe you are putting yourself there on purpose?
I mean, not on purpose, but like we do happen to find ourselves in danger fairly often.
Yes, yes, quite curious. I've heard enough. I'm done with you. As he stands up and starts to head out the door. And back to the group.
Does it look like he wants me to follow?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I follow.
Okay, back with the group. The constable returns with the monk. He points into the room. You, high collar, me, now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and they exit the room. In this room, there is nothing but a table, 2 chairs, a pitcher of water, and 1 glass. Please, sit.
If you say so.
I do.
What can I do for you?
So what are you doing with the others? You're not like them. You're Tantibinian, are you not?
Only half.
Interesting. Explain.
I come from where they come from. Dynast.
Ah, exile.
No, none of that. I wouldn't come back if I were in exile. Do you find me an idiot?
Personal exile. There is a difference. Do not think me an idiot.
Oh, yes, you're right.
He pulls the journal that you guys had recovered from Brother Hawk. Interesting list of ingredients.
Oh, really?
What were you and your friends going to do with this?
I don't quite remember. That's not really my forte.
Yes,
I don't have an ounce of magic in my body.
Perhaps just on it.
I'm more use here than in jail.
That shall be seen. I think I've heard enough out of you. Let us go. As he stands up and beckons you to return to the room.
Welcome back.
Hello.
No, I'm not in cuff, boy.
What?
I mean, none of us are in cuffs, so.
Tiefling. With me.
Rachana's already moving way to the door.
Okay.
He gives a short bow to the rest of them as he exits.
All right, join me in the other room. All right, in this room, there is nothing but a single table, 2 chairs, glass of water, and 1 cup, 1 glass. He beckons you to sit.
Rachana will sit. I like what you've done with the room.
Yes, enough small talk. Down to brass tacks. What is your name?
Rachado Asatori.
Why do you take a house name when you have no house?
No house?
Yes,
I
no
suppose
house.
Is Asatori a house of nobles here?
No, it is not. As he pulls out a journal. The one that you had taken from Brother Hawk. Seems an interesting list here. What would you think one would do with such a list?
Rachado just kind of shrugs his shoulders.
Come now, you must have some inkling.
Depends on who's on the list. Maybe somebody wants to keep track of information. Maybe somebody wants somebody else killed.
With a list of poisons?
Okay, I'd admit that's probably the second.
What were you and your friends going to do when you got hold of all these components?
When we got hold of them, we were looking for them.
Yes, I understand you're looking for them. For what purpose?
To make sure they don't get used for whoever else is gathering them. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're not looking to use them. We're looking to stop them from being all gathered in one place by somebody.
Out of the kindness of your hearts.
Richard just kind of shouldn't. I don't want to get poisoned as much as the next guy.
'Tis a shame we share a race. I'm done with you. He stands up, moves out of the room, beckons you to join him.
Richardo will follow him out.
Okay.
A good idea.
The tiefling and the constable return.
So I guess it's up to me now.
Come, little one. We will talk. As he heads out the room.
Bigger than I am.
Meet you in the other room. Bye, guys.
All right, in this room, there is a single table, 2 chairs, a pitcher of water, and 1 glass. Come, sit, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you, sir. As like she daintily takes.
Curious. Why have you come to Tantibus?
Well, I believe we told you the first time you had asked. It was a complete and utter.
Yes, please remind me.
So, and we were in our hometown of Valoris. We're going to the main town hall to get a job where I'd come across this mad gnomish inventor. You've met him, the little pink-haired fellow. He was tinkering with a machine that I don't think he fully understood. It went wild, formed this like black portal thing, sucked us all in, and next thing we know, we land in the meeting hall of the of your 6 leaders. Or the name is escaping me.
Get
And
to the
that's that.
point.
Well, that's how we ended up here.
Yes, some strange magics. I'm supposed to believe this.
Shizuka will just shrug. That is what happened.
You are gifted in the arcane arts, are you not?
To an extent, yes.
He throws the journal down on the desk, the one that you had taken from Brother Hawk. Tell me, what were you planning to do with this once you acquired?
If this is what I think it is, and she looks at him, may I?
Yes, of course.
She flips through it just only to get like a basic information on what it is.
It was the list of poisons, and it should be in your notes section. It was the list of poisons and how victims need to be killed to create some sort of concoction or brew.
If anything, we would have turned this in right to the Bogatir so they could take preventive action.
The Bogatir? Why not the Merkava?
Well, we only, out of everyone that we know officially, like of an official presence, we know the Bogatir, and we don't know that many of the Merkava, so to speak, and I don't know if that's playing favoritism, but we just know the Bogatir better.
Yes, of course. Curious. I'm done with you. Let us go.
Very well.
As you guys return to the room. The constable returns with your companion in tow.
Hello.
I have listened to you each in turn. I will give you one last chance to plead your case. Tell me, why should I not throw you in the dungeon, the darkest depths, throw away the key, or give you off to the slavers to work off any debts, or take you to the courts to try you for treason.
In regards to the last one, treason, how could have we betrayed anyone of this city without really knowing what's going on in this?
The constable will look at you, just even keel, dead in the eyes. When a person is in Tantibus, Tantibinian rules apply to all.
Do they
Oh,
have any
shit.
rules on taking of property?
Explain.
Well,
How
you'd be
about
stealing us from
eavesdropping?
Zendra. You'd be stealing us from Zendra. We are currently in her property.
That
If I
doesn't.
remember correctly, we were told that we were slaves to Zendra after interrupting the council.
By
The-
accident.
That is an
By
interesting perspective, but it seems Zendra's situation has changed.
But with her being taken in by the...
Would you allow us to help you then, as we keep running across your path? It seems that our goals are aligned in stopping this Brotherhood of Midnight.
I shall take it under advisement. Anything else?
I mean, truthfully, we're just here to help prevent this madness from getting any further. Like, we don't want this, whatever this is, to escalate to the point where it starts harming people. We want to prevent that from happening.
I mean, there's laws against murders, are there not? We're just trying to find the murderers.
The constable will move over towards the table, and for the first time, he's going to take off his hat, kind of run his fingers through his hair as he sets the hat down to rest on the surface. As I said, I am not completely without compassion. I will take your pleas to the court. However, you must understand, you broke many laws today. Had you been so inclined to reach out to me or the Merkava or anyone else, we could have sent and done this through proper channels. You did not. There are consequences. There are laws in this city. Laws that must be obeyed by all citizens. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
I will plead your case to the court. Until then, you are confined to this room. Someone will come to look after your friend. He does seem rather beaten and bruised. Actually, and then he looks he looks at Hal. And he kind of takes a few steps closer. Interesting. Perhaps they will not be needed at all.
I'll be fine. I do appreciate the gesture.
I will send someone with food and drink. Please, do not resist. I will do what I can to plead your case and the truth. He grabs his hat. He gives you a very courtly bow as he exits the room, shuts the door, and you hear the lock.
Well. No adventuring, he's not allowed. Got it.
You know, if the Merkava were so willing to help, he didn't do a very good job making that clear.
Yeah.
An hour is going to go by before someone comes in with a small cart. Several trays have been prepared. Meat, bread, vegetables, small containers of water will be provided.
Thank you.
Once the person leaves, but before anybody else eats, Hal's going to say to everybody, I should eat first, just in case.
Poison.
Poison, right?
Yeah, just in case. I don't want all of us to be poisoned at once. And Hal will take a bit of the food and drink a bit of the water, just to check.
Do you have any extra? Do you know if it's poisoned? Is that a class feature, or you just have no effect?
To see if something happens.
He's taking the hit.
Yeah.
I'm taking the hit, so if it's poisoned, it'll hit me first, and they know not to eat the food.
Okay. You sample a little bit of everything. After a few minutes of kind of patiently waiting to see if there's any sort of result, nothing happens. It's not the best food that you've ever had, but it'll do.
Seems fine. And Hal will nod to everybody that it seems safe and eat.
All right. In SpongeBob fashion, 6 hours later, the constable will come back.
Well, I was gonna say 5 hours in, she's could have just gotten so bored that she's actually cast Produce Flame as a cantrip, and it's just bouncing the flame back and forth in her.
Okay. Does anybody try to do anything quote unquote foolish?
Is there a window? I just want to look out a window if there's a window.
There are no windows.
Okay, never mind then.
Makoto's just gonna provide. The lights are on though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's a magical kind of incandescence filling the room. After 6 boring hours, the constable will come back. He's carrying a single parchment. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Just give it to us straight.
Lead with the bad, cheer us up with the good.
The bad news is you have 7 days confinement according to the courts.
And everyone just hears a loud thump as Shizuka's head hits the table.
Can I be confined alone?
We shall see what space dictates. But I don't anticipate any problems acquiescing to that request.
What's the good?
Well, you are not to be exiled. You are not to be executed. You are not to be sold into forced work. At the end of your sentence, you will be freed, and all of your possessions will be given back.
Thank you.
Is anything unclear?
There's a few things actually.
Number 1.
What laws exactly were broken this morning?
Well, you're on government property. Any sort of fighting, killing is not allowed.
Oh, fighting is not allowed? Was not aware of that one. Thought it was only killing.
Someone tell the crows that.
Yes, the crows. That is another matter. However, I think we got off on the wrong foot. If you serve your sentence and be good cellmates, cause no ruckus, perhaps a bridge can be formed. He looks at Makoto. Number 2.
We had an agreement with the barkeep at the tavern we were staying at, and I do believe this sentence interferes with that. Could you do us a solid and make the circumstances clear to the barkeep?
You want me to go apologize?
I did not say apologize. I asked you to let him know.
Those affairs are your own.
Also, I would generally prefer that the barkeep not be aware that we were imprisoned for 7 days. We'll deal with the monetary issues when we get out, I think. Can't say he'll be thrilled, but we'll live.
Oh, yes, more good news. You are not to be fined.
Oh, thank you.
He looks at Makoto questioningly. Number 3?
You said something about going specifically to the Merkava to help out. Is that offer still open? Once our sentence is concluded.
Serve your sentence. A bridge, I think, can be formed.
Fair enough.
Does anyone have any questions for the constable?
Nope.
Okay. We're not going to really go into the nitty-gritty of your prison sentence. 7 days later, you guys will be released. Yeah.
Oh, wrong movie.
Nothing terribly bad happens inside. There's no shanking or anything like that. You guys are mostly kind of paired off or tripled up or single-celled.
Not that anyone, not that if someone even tried to shank us, that it would end badly for them anyway.
Right.
We happen to all technically still be armed, even though we're not physically armed.
Right. You're not in here with me. I'm in here with you.
You got the line backwards, but yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Something, Rorschach.
Your turn, Doc. What do you see?
Raspy.
All right. So again, 7 days have passed. All of your possessions, all of your coin will be returned to your personage. You were set free. You are on the city streets of Tantibus, outside the precinct or station. What do you wish to do?
I don't know about you guys, but I need a drink after that.
Might
Me
want to
too.
look for a new tavern. I don't think the other one's going to want to see our faces again.
Yeah.
You can say that again.
I was in solitary for 7 days. I had no one but myself to talk to, literally.
Well, at least Naz wasn't thrown in jail. God knows what he's up to.
Yeah, here that's the real question. Why the fuck has McConstle been going on his ass?
Yeah, really. I imagine there's like 3 buildings leveled in the meantime. And, like we come out, the entire city's just on fire.
We'll have to
You
just
want-
run a Valoris Naz series.
Oh, question. Did he return our permits that allow us to go to the city proper?
Those would have expired, but yes.
Oh,
Was it
crap.
there?
Oh, no. Like your writs of citizenship, yes, you have those. Everything
Okay,
that was on your person was returned. Nothing was taken from you at all.
I assume I kind of figured the writs for going to the noble quarter were
Those have been
confiscated,
long
though.
expired, yeah.
Also, Atherin, when you drag and dropped a magic longbow onto my sheet, it turned into an ornate longbow.
Yeah, it renamed it for some reason.
But when I look at it, it doesn't show any properties.
When you scroll down, it should have the +2.
I don't see it on the notes when I go click the drag.
Weight 2, bonus +2, 1d8 piercing damage.
That bonus +2 is one I put in for my archery proficiency. That's not a real +2.
In the description, it says you have a +2 bonus to the attack rolls and damage rolls when you make this weapon?
Okay, if you say so. I'll keep.
Just roll damage real quick. We'll know right away. Or roll to hit something. And then we can always adjust it.
Shoot Rachado.
Oh, God. So I heard a bar. That sounds like the plan, right?
The other thing that I want to do eventually, and I will convey this to the group, is I would like to go see that shop owner and have a conversation with him. about
Yeah,
his
let's do that.
plans.
Okay. First or second?
First.
Oh, I was going to say let's find a bar real quick and find rooms.
We'll find an inn.
So,
Make sure we have a place to stay.
all right. So,
Yeah.
So in first, as you guys are kind of wandering around the streets, it's actually a pretty large tavern, much larger than the kind of mom and pop kind of shops that you've seen. On the kind of marquee, the sign is very kind of emblazoned with the visage of a dragon.
Oh, this looks charming.
As you get closer, it reads the name of the bar is the Fuzzy Dragon.
I like it.
I
love
like that. I like
it. I
that.
love it.
The Fuzzy Dragon has been in existence for almost 20 years now. From real life, other games that I run and have played in. It's a staple.
So
It
this
is.
time, good.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say this time around, I'm not gonna offer to lower our what's it called? I'm just
Yeah.
gonna play out. I'm gonna play out front and offer people and
Well, offer to play for tips.
yeah for
not
tips.
For room and board.
Yeah, that way we're not stuck here.
Well, as you guys approach the bar, you can see several people both exiting and entering. Again, this establishment is at least 4 times larger than the other ones that you have seen. Actually, as you get in, you'll see you kind of come in on a first floor type landing, and then most of the bar is actually sunk down into the city streets, and it extends outwards. So outside appearance is 4 times larger than your average kind of establishment. Inside, maybe 6, 7, 8 times as large. There are dozens and dozens of people in here. We'll say it's not morning, but it's approaching kind of midday, and there are a lot of people here, kind of dancing, singing, drinking, having a good time.
Makoto goes straight to the fucking bar.
All right. There is a dwarven bartender. As soon as you kind of pull up to the bar, what do you have?
Do you have a menu?
Give me something strong.
Yeah, I got just the thing. All right. He pours you a glass. It's not completely full. It's just a little bit more than a shot. Try that.
And downing it.
It is spicy. It burns all the way down.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hmm.
Do I see like a counter where it looks like they do room rental, or does it look like that's a bar as well?
Behind the bar, the kind of the main barkeep who is speaking with Makoto, there are a couple other kind of serving girls that are back behind the bar. It's not just like your single type ledge with stuff behind. It's more in the shape of a square, as it can serve all 4 sides at once.
All right, so I'll go up and ask, and flag down one of the servers and say, who do I speak to about rooms?
I can help you there. Human girl, roughly 20, mid-20s.
Space for 5 for week.
All right. She kind of it kind of winks at you, walks over, pulls what appears to be maybe a ledger or something, pulls it out. You can kind of see it's a little bit of a drawing, and she kind of checks available rooms. I think I can do that.
All right. How much?
2 gold a day.
14 gold. All right. And I'll pay it up front.
All right. She takes the money. Yeah. Drink and food is not provided.
That's fair.
Can I get you anything?
Whiskey. Mid-shelf.
Oh yeah, she'll pour it. What are the others doing?
I don't know if you noticed, but Makoto's probably going through like 10 gold worth of alcohol.
Oh,
least.
you're gonna get wasted. Are you continuing to drink this?
Yeah.
So
It's the good shit.
So in terms of things, you're gonna be so drunk. Make me 2 Constitution saves, DC 15.
Okay. Save 1. Oh yeah.
There's
That
your
+6 got me
there's your
so
first
much.
level of exhaustion.
Does first level exhaustion affect
What's that?
saving throws? Does that first level exhaustion affect
No,
saving throws?
you're drinking dwarven spirits here, buddy.
No. I was asking if I have to roll disadvantage on the second one.
If the first one gives you disadvantage, then yes.
I think it's
Let me look.
just ability checks, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember how the condition works.
Let's see. Exhaustion.
Just
Disadvantage on
ability
ability
checks.
checks.
This is a saving throw. Okay.
Attack rolls and saving throws is not until level 3.
So for right now, until you get a good night's rest of sleep, consider yourself at level 1 exhaustion. But it's drunky exhaustion. It's not like physical exertion. Okay.
Shizuku would have asked like something that's basically good for sipping, though after 1 shot of what Makoto just had.
Sorry, I was typing. So you want a shot in? Was it the dwarven spirit?
Yeah, what Makoto just
Yeah,
had.
no problem. I don't know what your character views alcohol tolerance like, but it is burning hot. With that alcohol kind of burn.
And it's like as she puts the shot glass down and she starts coughing a bit, she
Awesome.
casts like a minor illusion that makes it look like she's coughing up fire. Like
Oh, that's awesome. Some of the patrons will look over and go, oh, oohs and ahs, and as you got several eyes looking on you right now.
and Shizuku will just like wave back to the crowd.
They laugh and cheer after a few moments. Are you going to do anything else?
And she's actually gonna order something that's like a good sipping drink.
Oh, okay.
What he would recommend.
And they kind of go back to their kind of things. They were hoping for a show, but again, they just go back to their day-to-day, their conversations and such.
Yeah, maybe next time, because that was a bit robbed too.
No, that was awesome. Yeah, you guys get kind of acclimated to the bar. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's do this. Let's do some investigation checks. We're gonna use this to kind of simulate what you kind of overhear in the bar. DCs are gonna be 14.
Okay, dump it in the bucket or
Yeah, no. Roll them out. Brant.
I hate this dice system. I rolled an 18 the first time and it didn't count.
I don't know.
Just double click your dice instead of dragging and dropping.
Yeah, that would work.
Wish I knew that ahead of time.
All right,
Anyway.
so I see 3 versus 5. So you're going to hear some talk around town. First, a couple kind of more well-to-do, not quite noble status, but kind of wannabes are talking, and they have a small conversation about art and theater and all sorts of hoity-toity type things. But the odd thing about the conversation is they talk about some mysterious benefactor that has just donated a bunch of kind of obscure art stuff that they think that they have discovered from like the Second Age, and has been donated down at the local kind of museum. Other talk. This one's the big one. They overhear that for the first time in 17 years, there is to be a public execution. As more of the conversation comes out, they start to describe some nefarious character. They just describe, I heard there's something going on down at the docks. No, it wasn't the docks. It was the aqueducts. Something about all the mysterious murders that have been going on. One guy's like, yeah, I'm glad they finally caught that bastard. They seem to be kind of livened about this. This is not an everyday sort of thing. Public execution is not done in this city.
I think I know who they're executing.
Other
Me
talks.
too.
You guys hear one of the major kind of stockbroker coinage banks has built a new, more secure facility, and they talk about, oh man, if I could only get my hands on all that money. You don't think that they're like thievery type people. They're just people like us talking about winning the lottery sort of thing. And they start talking about, if I had the money, I'd put it in the bank just because, how safe it would be. And, with all these security features that this new place is supposed to have, it's going to be fantastic. And those are kind of the things that stick out. People talk about their day-to-day lives, but yada, yada.
So, Hawk's presumably being executed.
So it would seem.
I'm actually curious about that, art donation, because if it's that big that people are talking, apparently it's obscure art. Maybe it's something to look into.
Maybe. I still definitely need to have a conversation, or we still definitely need to have a conversation with
Yeah.
Kiev.
Yeah.
Kiev and then the Merkava.
But why do we need to talk to the Merkava?
I mean, you want to go work
helping
instead?
Oh, I thought we had an immediate issue.
I mean,
Well,
we
there's
kind
a
of do.
potential. We need to start a working relationship, and they may, allow us to do what
We've
we've
been
been
doing.
doing, but without getting arrested a bunch.
Arm's length and all that shit.
So in other words, we're going around getting deputy badge.
Yes, more or less, yes.
All right.
We're
Well,
becoming. We're going legit.
anyways, I'm ready to meet Kev when you guys are. Also, Chado, you have your music. You have your instrument, right?
Yes.
Well, you have a crowd waiting for you. Unless you want to come and talk to me.
I should probably come to Kiev.
All right.
You can always see about being the entertainment for this evening.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody saw that, but I actually did inquire earlier about seeing if I could play for tips during the evening.
That's good.
They actually have somebody coming in tonight, but as they look, not tomorrow, but the following, if you want to give it a shot, they're willing to take a risk.
Sure.
Huh. All right then.
Yeah, seems like live entertainment is one of the staples in this place. They're always, through the conversation, Richado and the dwarf, he tells you, it's a driving factor here. He's always looking to bring on new talent and to work with the talent.
Is it just music, or is there?
They do more than that. On occasion, you'll hear that they'll have kind of plays every so often. What we would consider magicians, but those are, I don't want to say few and far between, but it's mostly live music.
Okay.
Oh, so that's why they were so into that little fire.
Yeah, they probably thought you were a magician. Maybe I'll finally get
technically.
I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough.
But here's the thing: I don't quite trust myself with pyrotechnics just yet, so let's not. I'd rather
That's
not.
where I come in.
What? Pyrotechnics?
No, Makoto, no.
Fine.
Richardo snaps his fingers and produces.
We can do that tomorrow.
All right, so Kiev or anything else?
We have our rooms for the evening, so let's go see Kiev and see what the fuck that was about.
All right, as you guys kind of stand up and get ready to leave, Makoto, make me a dexterity check.
I'm just gonna stay right here. You guys go on without me.
You sure you don't want to come?
No, I got this guy. I got it.
I'm fucking. I got enough shit to be pissed off about. I don't need more.
Oh my god.
Stay here and have some beer.
I'm pissed off at the room spinning.
How will make sure to tell him what room we're in?
Yeah, I got it.
Do you have a key? Do you have one key or multiple?
I assume multiple.
That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't think it matters too much.
Doesn't matter.
We have multiple keys. Who cares?
We have 2 keys, apparently. All right, you get a key, Makoto, so let's go.
Okay.
All right, so off to Kiev's place. As you guys move through the streets, you'll see the Merkava are a little more visible. The groups of 2 that would kind of normally patrol through have been bolstered. You'll see groups minimum of 3, some of 4, some of 6, kind of traveling the streets. You make your way to Kiev's shop. As you enter in, no one is inside. The bell kind of jangles as you enter in. He looks at you guys. He looks kind of to the back room like he's going to bolt, but he doesn't. He stays there. His head is kind of hung low.
Hey, buddy. How you been?
I know what you're going to say. The constable, he's got this way of just getting in your head and making you talk.
See, but how would you know what to talk about?
You're gonna make me say it. All right. Look, I'm just a middleman. I went to check on things when things weren't going so good for the boys, and I ran into the constable.
They ran in before meeting us instead of after meeting with us.
Look, that wasn't my decision.
You run with a dangerous crowd.
Yeah, but that's kind of my lot in life.
And it kind of comes with, our profession.
You also run with a stupid crowd.
I guess, yeah. He seems to be kind of going into yes man mode.
To the side, Shizuka just stage whispers don't mind him. He's just mad.
Okay.
He'll calm down. In an attempt to kind of calm him down.
He kind of looks at you guys, You can see
I
his eyes are following where your guys' hands are. You can tell he's sweating a little bit. He's still nervous that you guys might do some physical harm to him.
I at least understand what you did with the constable. It was stupid, but I understand. I'm more pissed about what your friends did.
Look, I don't answer for him. I'm sorry they double crossed you, but it's kind of what they do.
So they've done that before. Good to know. But unfortunately, I'm sure you already know, some of them already paid them.
I'm aware.
So even like if you know someone within that group that's higher up, let them know that we wanted to work with them so none of that could have happened. So their debts are ultimately on them.
I understand.
That said, how does our dear friend, our universal friend here, get those little messenger cranes? Is he part of your little group, or does he know?
Just for clarification out of character, are you asking where he acquires his goods?
No, of how is the consul able to get the same messenger cranes that he told us that we could make with that book?
He kind of sweats and starts pulling at his shirt. Look, I don't know much about the constable. A lot of people have tried to get close to him, but he's always one step ahead. I don't know.
Pause real quick. What am I listening to?
Yeah. Who's peddling his beads in the background?
Yeah, you guys are in the markets.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I just
Yeah.
Oh, look, somebody's selling cows.
Anyways, go
As
ahead.
long as you know that at least I have no intention of burning a bridge that we built with a friendly local shopkeeper.
Right. We're all friends here, all friends.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right,
so
well-
what can old Kiev do for you?
Oh, I just came to look around, maybe pick out some things I might be interested in later.
Same,
And I was gonna
really.
just go into the wares.
Is that kind of are you doing that as kind of like a threat?
Oh no, that was just like making an excuse in case the
Oh,
consul
okay.
comes by. Of like, that's why we're here. Obviously, we're shopping.
we're shopping at the place.
But Hal's just gonna look around and then he's done.
Like same with Shizuka, although she's actually specifically looking for like looking at the live animal for Mhm. And then I guess after a few minutes, we'll just like leave because if anyone else has something to say to Kiev. Actually, is Sao come with us?
Yes.
The only one who didn't go with, I'm pretty sure, is Makoto.
And that's because Makoto's drunk.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
And so if Isao's there, she'll just look at Isao. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm good.
All right. Any questions for Kiev or anything else that you guys need? Tap him for his knowledge.
Do you have any idea if the execution taking place soon is the man we handed over to the constable?
Word on the street is yeah, it is.
I figured.
It's gonna be a busy sight.
I'll bet, but which one? We handed in two.
You did not hand in two.
We handed in Hawk.
Yeah,
I
not
could've sworn
not the minion. Well, he might be executed too, but nobody's really concerned about that.
It's not a public execution.
Yeah, bro.
This one's a
This
private
one is
focus.
correct.
All right. Well, I might actually want to pick up one of these little guys.
Yeah,
I'll meet you guys back at the. I'll meet you guys back at the inn.
yeah, we can do that, and then mechanically we'll handle it in whispers or whatever.
Okie dokie. That's still /W space GM, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you have a good day, Kiev, and I look forward to doing business with you in the future.
Yeah, I'd offer you guys a job, but I honestly don't think you'd take me up on it.
Depends on the request, actually. And as long as, we don't do anything illegal, gets us in trouble with the consul,
Yeah, that's kind of the catcher, isn't it?
Yep.
If anything, I guess, less scrupulous comes along, I'll send you a message.
All right.
I'll head back to the inn. What did they say the execution was taking place? Was that the next day or today?
You didn't ask, but from what you overheard at the bar, you think it's within a couple days' time. You don't really know unless you find somebody who has concrete answers.
Oh, then I would have asked Kiev, since I didn't know offhand. That would be the last thing I'd ask is, and when's this execution taking place?
It's going to take place actually tomorrow, at just before dusk.
Hold on.
All right. I think then tomorrow we might have a conversation with the constable about maybe providing some extra security.
Yeah. Probably just
Yeah.
best to get it on his good side doing. Or at the very least, we can talk to the
True. You already know what happens if you're on the wrong side.
Yep.
We spend a week in prison.
So apparently that was
Yeah.
us getting off light. All right, so I guess while you guys head off, like Shizuka's making a purchase.
All right. What are you guys wanting to do?
We should, I would say, contact either the Merkava or contact Constable so that we can start going through legitimate channels.
All right. How are you planning to get a hold of Constable?
I mean, I'm sure we were at his offices last time. Were we?
We also
That is correct.
probably know where he was.
All right. So you guys head down towards the station, still leaving Makoto to his own devices at the moment. The Merkava, again, are more concentrated around this area just because it's kind of a hub. But as you guys enter into the station, you'll see the constable talking with someone. He kind of acknowledges you, but holds up his hands like, don't approach. After a
guess
few
he
minutes,
doesn't.
he finishes his conversation. And he turns and meets you guys about halfway.
Afternoon, Constable.
Hello again.
There had been a mention of building some bridges.
That may be possible.
Would it be possible for you to allow us to maybe provide a bit of extra security at tomorrow's big event.
Interesting.
A gesture of good faith on our part.
It would give me an opportunity to kind of supervise and watch over.
And in the event that some of his compatriots try to free their brother, we can help intervene.
That sounds pretty plausible. Go ahead and make me a persuasion at advantage.
At what?
Persuasion at advantage. And you can drop it in the bucket.
Okay. Not perception. Oh. This is going to be fun.
He kind of thinks about it for a moment. Yes. I will instruct the Merkava to treat you as allies. Does this sound agreeable?
Is this agreeable to the rest of you as well? It is to me.
It works for me.
Zuka?
You can still let Kev shout.
Okay. We will be in attendance tomorrow and watch from the crowd and help if need be.
I find this agreeable.
And if it works out, then if you happen to need our assistance in the future, feel free to let us know.
Have you guys found residence yet?
Yes, we are currently staying at the Fuzzy Dragon.
Of course you are. Yeah, that's better than that rat hole.
And it's less being shaken down by the innkeeper when our musical friend doesn't show up for work.
He kind of looks at you like, anything else?
Nothing from me. Thank you, Constable. See you tomorrow.
Good day.
And to you.
If I could ride away on a horse, god damn.
Anybody else have stuff they want to do?
Probably should go pick up Zuka before we head back. But I've got nothing.
To the tavern.
All right. So you get back. Let's bring Makoto back into this. He is full on engaged with a group of, I don't know, 7, 8 individuals, and he's recounting the tales of how the group brought down Kosui the Defiler.
Damn it, I was gonna say that.
I read your mind. And there we were.
Yeah, should I roll a performance for that?
Yeah, you can. Because you're drunk, I'm going to give you a bonus of a +3.
Oh. Okay. Still disadvantage though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's getting most of the words out, and he's kind of mixing some things up, and you'll jump from scene to scene and then back and then forward, way forward. But just his enthusiasm, just how these people like.
Well, because
I rolled a 15.
Right.
Because all great stories need to be told starting at the end and then periodically jumping back to the beginning.
I'm telling it in Star Wars shotgun order.
That's awesome.
So starting with part 4, then part 5, go back to part 2, then part 3, then part 6.
I was even going for the other guys. As all
Yeah.
great stories, it should be told starting near the end and periodically jumping back to the beginning to keep them guessing.
Always keep them guessing.
And to give, context.
Where it's just full on art house film.
All right. And you can see he has set something off to the side while he's telling the story, and patrons just keep coming up and dropping nibs into it. It seems like he's got a small pile there. Go ahead and add that to your character, Makoto.
Nice.
Cool, that paid for my beer.
Oh,
Oh, wait, nibs.
No,
Never mind.
nibs are copper, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Nowhere near base for you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 11, right?
Yes. A pittance, but the people are appreciative.
Yeah. It's the gesture that's important.
Evening, Makoto. You seem to have gathered an audience.
They really, they're really interested in the stuff we were talking about before. The stuff we did before.
Yeah, I mean, they probably think you made it up, but to each their own.
I may have embellished a little bit.
I mean, it's better than Rachado. Rachado embellishes a lot.
Yeah, that's my job description.
Fair. Well,
I mean, I could tell you.
Mikado, we've organized to work plainclothed security at the execution tomorrow. It is Hawk. I have a feeling somebody's gonna make a move.
Yes, obviously, but that's not what I think.
Well, that's a sudden change in tone from what I was just dealing with.
Well, our tone does tend to change fairly quickly.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn in relatively early this evening, I think. The
Okay.
rest of you?
So it was at this point Shizuka would appear back at the bar. Like, oh, hey guys.
Hello.
Shizuka.
Yeah,
Just
so
so
what's
you
up?
know, we are
Hmm?
working security at the execution tomorrow evening. Plainclothes from the crowd. We've organized it with the constable. He can supervise us, see us in action, and if he likes the way we work, he'll potentially send some more work our way.
Oh, cool.
You guys work out the details on that. I got a story to finish.
Oh,
But
speaking
goes-
of,
I assumed this was after your story.
Oh.
speaking of guys, I want to introduce you to someone.
Oh god.
Shizuka just like snaps her fingers as like what you would be described as like a tiny red fox just leaps on her arm. This is my new friend.
Layers of iron.
Makoto just kind of deadpans.
What?
Layers and layers of irony.
What?
Nothing I want to say out loud.
Yeah. By the way, his name is Dai. Say hello.
His name is Dai?
Dai.
Oh,
Is that short for Daigo?
Yeah.
Okay.
a much less terrible name than I thought it was when you first said it out loud instead of spelling it. Well,
Hello. Can
I'm
I
heading
will
to-
go ahead. Go.
Oh, I'm heading to bed. Evening, all of you.
Thank you.
I
Fun
will
language.
attempt to pet the fox. Good.
What the hell?
What's that?
There we go. No, I actually did it in the wrong language, and then she'll just She'll say it in Sylvan, not from Celestial to Sylvan to Common. Well,
that turned really weird.
yeah. So yeah, she'll just respond in Sylvan.
Yeah.
Daigo says hello.
Yay.
So yeah, he'll just be traveling with us for a bit. And, you know, maybe for longer.
All right, very good. So we're going to flash forward a little bit. You guys bed for the evening. You wake up. Is there anything pressing? If not, we're going to move on to the evening before dusk for the
Yes.
public execution.
I had a letter being pressed. Just wanted to make sure that came out nice. Check the thickness.
What? I think that's sarcasm.
Asked me if I had anything pressing, and I had a piece of paper pressing. Because I'm an intellectual. I was an intellectual.
Oh my god. I just got punned. Jorkles.
No way.
Jinkies.
All right.
Day 18, correct?
That sounds we were on day 9 plus 7 is 16, so 17,
17. Okay, cool.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, so we went to the cave on day 10 because.
Okay, so it would be then 18.
Okay, my count's right. This is actually very relevant. So.
Yes, it is.
Well,
I mean, like, it's not super relevant until, for me, day 67, but relevant.
The year of our Lord. All right, so let's do this. Everybody see?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, let me drop your characters. Here we go.
I would like to be near the back of the crowd since I can. Well, I'll just move.
It might be locked.
Keep an eye.
Okay, it is
It's
not locked.
Just to keep an eye from the back, and because I can move very quickly.
All right, everybody see their tokens?
yep.
All right, so go ahead and take 30 seconds to a minute. Place your characters where you want them to be.
I assume we would have discussed like a signal that we'll have just in case something happens. So, what is our signal, people? As we're
The usual.
walking.
I think it should be like me throwing up a fire, or like a blue fire with produced light. Action.
I meant something that we can all do that would alert any of
I-
us.
The bird call.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The out of character metagame pigeon. Got it.
Yeah.
Pigeon noise.
The one we agreed on when Asao was sneaking ahead before, remember?
Just in this case, very loud because there's a bunch of people here.
Spin to win. Everybody set?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so it is approaching dusk. So, all right. As the sun begins to set and the moons are starting to rise, there's kind of that twilight happening where the sky is a blaze of different colors. Brother Hawk is pulled up onto kind of this raised platform, and you can see the beams standing high, and a noose hanging. The captain of the guard is there. Many people have just come from everywhere to see and witness the first public execution that has happened in 17 years. The captain of the guard simply reads off the list of crimes: treason, conspiracy to commit murder. The list seems to go on and on. They don't list actual names of people who have perished or have been a part of this plight. The crowd is just anticipating. Again, this is the first time in 17 years that such an event has taken place. You don't see too many children around, as most of the parents were at least wise enough to kind of shelter them from this. But you've got a good mix of just your average sort of citizen. Some of maybe wannabe adventurers are abound. Some people with, a little bit of martial skill or other skills, marketable skills. After the captain is done reading off the crimes, they bring this man over, place the noose around his head. You can see the tattoos kind of shimmering in that a twilight sort of light. He heads over to pull the lever, and then pandemonium breaks out. First, emerging in the crowd, you see a group of bandits.
Would I have been able? Oh, I was gonna say, but you were in your thing that I was like keeping an eye out for.
Hal is the first to notice the crows emerging from the crowd. They have daggers at bear.
I make the bird call as loud as I can.
All right, the party has been alerted to this. Moments later, you hear an echoey, booming voice. Citizens of Tantibus, this crime against its citizens will not be overlooked. A lightning bolt comes arching from the sky, striking the platform, setting it ablaze. The upright poles where the nooses are hung start to shake back and forth as they fall over, and emerging from the crowd, the Brotherhood of Darkness appears, slinking out from the shadows. You now see Brother Fist.
Where's Brother Fist?
In the back.
In the back. This is where we roll initiatives and then take a 5-minute break.
Climactically take a 5.
You really need to get roundabout by yes on your soundboard.
What is it?
Dun, 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 dun. You don't watch JoJo's.
You would.
I'll link it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, just
We will resume. Take 5 minutes or so. We'll start by 10:50. Be right back.
People to kill.
Yep.
I probably should have checked if we're allowed to kill people.
Yeah, we probably should have asked, but it's security.
All right, making tea.
yeah. Be right back.
Yeah, I guess we'll do it.
I'm back. Am I the only one back?
I just got back.
Okay. Man, my initiative roll sucked.
It's not bad.
Eh. I forgot to grab a drink. Oops.
You can do
Here
that
me.
now.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking intense.
Yep, and I know what the first thing I'm doing is.
Nuke everybody but us and allies.
Everybody but what has what?
Us and our allies. In this case, the Merkava. Man, I really wish the consul were here. I really want to see him fight.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys around us are civilian.
Well,
They're mostly civilian.
he said some of them look like budding adventurer types, so they might be able to help out a little bit.
Oh,
I don't
so
think they will. And obviously, we were right that the crows are in league with the Brotherhood,
Yep.
because of course we were.
All
Falcon's
right.
still here? Oh,
The
there you go.
DM's tankard is full, and he smiles. Are we ready? Is everybody back?
Yes.
Think so?
Yep.
Got
Yeah.
my tea, so
All right. Chaos ensues. The crowd kind of starts to freak out. The citizens do their best to kind of stay out of the way. The Merkava snap at the ready. However, Richado acts first.
oh goody. Seeing the panic beginning to ensue and the want to be adventurer types, Richado is going to actually use not prestidigitation, thaumaturgy to amplify his voice
Okay, great.
and shout to the crowd, "Adventurers, rally to your arms!
Sounds good.
Rally!"
Let's do a persuasion at advantage.
Skills, wait, advantage.
As Richado beckons to the crowd, several of the adventurers start pulling their weapons and advancing. Richado, anything else?
I'm gonna move towards the stage.
Okay. Remember, the stage is on fire.
Okay, maybe not that close to the stage.
All right.
Thank you for the. And I'm gonna draw my weapon.
Okay, great.
All right.
The bandit leader will spring into action. He is going to cast a spell. Shizuka, you are closest. You're
Wait, which one
close.
is the bandit leader?
You're the target.
Top.
Which one is the bandit? This one?
You can target from the initiative tracker.
Right next to Fist.
Northwest of you.
Okay, I see him. I'm assuming that's
This
magic
guy.
missile.
It is indeed. 3 bolts leap from his hands as he moves.
Well, that's not good.
To try to give himself a little bit of cover. Shizuka, you have the next action. Asao, you're on deck.
And she's like, son of a bitch, that hurt. All right, you know what? I was going to be nice, but no.
Now is probably not the time to be nice.
So how much fire are we talking about?
The stage is a flame. Even the captain and Brother Hawk are kind of consumed by this fire. It's at its minimum maybe 6 inches. At its maximum, maybe 1.5 feet in areas.
Mm-hmm. All right. So reading up on this, I am going to cast Control Flames on that fire.
Okay.
Move it off of the captain,
Okay, great.
and just have it all collide onto Hawk.
All right, can you drop the spell for me?
That fife solo.
Yeah.
It's a combat fife. As you know, several of the bandits are war chanters.
Okay, so I'm clicking the dragon. I'm dropping into the chat bar. It's taking a while to pop up.
I dropped a link. In Sylvan, apparently.
The link's not accessible.
Let's try that again. Oh, it doesn't let you actually click the link. Okay.
Link.
I'm pulling it up here real quick.
Do we have like those minion things in the audience?
What do you mean minions?
You know, like those yellow minions from Despicable Me?
I heard rabbits. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Well, either or.
All right, so you can expand flame 5 feet in one direction, 5-foot cube. Yeah, you will be able to move it off of the captain and kind of push it over. Anything else?
Are the Merkava not active?
They haven't acted yet.
Oh, okay. I was just asking because they're not in initiative order, so that isn't.
So, like, do the flames deal any damage to Brother Hawk? Because, like, I'm effectively just, like, pushing it all to crash down on top of
Yeah,
it, like a box.
we'll do flame damage when it's on their turn. They'll suffer it at the beginning.
Okay.
Anything else? If not, in turn. Isao.
Isao is going to aim at the bandit leader that looks like a Kenku and take a few pot shots. But first, bonus act of lethal strike for 2 side points.
Okay.
And I am doing this, this way.
A solid strike. All right, yeah, that he definitely feels the effect.
And now for my extra attack gained as a level 4 fighter.
Another solid hit. Ooh, he is not looking good.
Ooh. Okay, that's good.
As you pull back on that Daikyu and just let out a volley, the arrows start to penetrate his body.
All right, Makoto. I set it up.
All right.
Way ahead of you.
All right. The war chanter starts to move towards the party. And he, with his war fife, starts to inspire his allies. The second one starts to follow suit. He moves forward, however, he's engaged by two of the local citizens here. They're not armed, but they do everything that they can to kind of halt his movement. He does not get his effect off.
They attempt to perform a citizen's arrest.
Essentially.
You stop! I am performing a citizen's arrest.
They're pretty much just like grappling him.
All right, Bandit 1. Just going to move over and engage Asao. He brings his dagger to bear. First swing. Miss.
What do you want?
Second swing.
Hey, that's not nice.
Another miss. Bandit 2. The hard part is keeping track of these stupid guys. Where the hell is he?
Is he underneath my token? I think he's underneath my token.
He is.
That's why I couldn't find him.
I targeted him and it's like, it says I'm targeting me. How am I targeting? Oh.
Wait, I was a bandit the entire time.
Aha, I knew it. First
Plot
swing,
twist.
he finds purchase. He
Yep.
follows it up
That is not a
and misses poorly. However, he does nick Hal for 4 points of damage. Bandit 3 is going to take the opportunity to attack Makoto. He brings his dagger to bear, swinging at Makoto. One strike. For little damage. The other bandit draws his dagger, rushes towards Richado. But the tiefling is too deft and nimbly dodges his attacks. Bandit 5. Oh, he can. Sweet. He's going to take this opportunity as Makoto is already engaged with another ally to try to strike vital organs on Makoto. And why didn't that target you? However, AC 12 is still going to miss.
Because that wasn't Bandit 5. Bandit 5 is the one I'm targeting right now.
Bandit 5 rolled, but I didn't have Makoto selected.
Oh, well, that's because he's like all the way across the map from.
I assume he chucked daggers at me.
Oh, no.
That was a
Yeah. Wrong 5.
Yeah.
So
I'm targeting Bandit 5 if you need help.
we'll say that was on Richado. You're lucky. Makoto.
Talk as a free action. Sir, lethal force authorized?
Oh, I forgot to drop his token.
Who's the captain?
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he is on there. Yeah. He's a little preoccupied by the flames. No response is good enough.
Good enough for me.
He didn't say no.
Yeah, because the thing is, as I'm effectively just holding a hawk in a what is effectively a chain of flames.
Works for me.
A strike. Eldritch Blast.
Aw, that was a
Is it only... Oh, okay.
That's a miss. And my bonus action is summoning a Daikatana.
Nice.
And I will hold position.
Okay. End turn. All right. Brother Fist takes a moment to kind of survey the battle. He's going to hold action. How?
I can live with him holding action. All
me
right.
too.
I'm going to attack. I'm much more concerned about these monk dudes. So I'm going to attack the brother that's right next to me. Well, hit him with my quarterstaff. That was this one. Cool. There it is. Second attack. Miss. And that's my damage. Wrong thing. Unarmed strike. Miss. Alright. And that is my turn.
All right. Before Brother Hawk can act, the Merkava's turn.
Nice Death Star, Shizuka.
I'm trying to remove those marks, but for some reason, Fantasy Grounds.
Just click target none at the top, like clear targets.
That's what I'm trying to do, but it froze on me.
Oh.
Keep going.
Oh, don't worry, I am. All right, near Makoto and Shizuka, you can hear the sound of gunfire as the rifleman has taken aim at the bandit and fires a couple quick shots.
Huh.
Small splatterings of blood kind of fly out into the air and onto the ground. On the other side of the battlefield, the Lancer moves in to kind of intercept one of the bandits attacking Richado. A solid stab. Another Lancer moves up. He also finds purchase as he drives his spear deep within this bandit. Let's see who else we got.
Richard will thank the men as they approach.
You hear gunshots coming from the west side of the battlefield as well. That is their turn now. Brother Hawk. He's going to take a moment to collect himself, undo the noose, and move out of this flame. As he tries to extinguish the flames that are on his person. Brother Fist is going to use his readied action as Hawk gets close. Brother Fist throws him 2 light crossbows.
Oh, son of...
Brother of Midnight's turn. Let's see here. moving in on Asao, he tries to plunge his fist deep within his face. Oh, is that a critical?
That might have been.
And he
Oof.
finds Purchase, striking Asao directly across the face as his head kind of snaps to one side. He follows it up with a kick. Also a strike. Driving his knee deep into the exposed side. Brother 2. Attacking Hal. First a punch, followed by a roundhouse kick. Only the punch connects.
He is no Chuck Norris.
He is not, for behind his knee was not another fist.
Hal does monk shit to block the roundhouse kick.
Hal does monk shit. All right. This brother, being entangled by both man and dog, kind of feverishly tries to punch the dog into submission.
Dick.
Oh, shit. We're getting reported to PETA. Brother 4 is going to try to engage one of the Merkava. And 5. Where's 5?
5 is over by Makoto.
He cannot do that action that he wanted to. But he will swing around and try to strike. He leads with a kick. And then spinning around a backhand, which whiffs horribly. All right, top of the order, Richado.
I'm double checking something real quick. See if I can do more than one inspiration at a time.
Inspiration is a bonus action,
Yes.
so no.
No.
Okay. Second question, that is an ally next to Sal, correct?
There is one ally, yes.
One potential ally, possibly non-combatant. The other 2 are enemies.
Alright. Sal comes first. Sal, you're getting inspiration.
Woohoo!
Next, I am stabbing this motherfucker. Soon as I find it on my page.
And you find Purchase.
That's not bad.
And a little bit of blood. Anything else?
Nope. Onward.
The bandit leader is going to try to take this opportunity. All right, so let me draw a circle. Everybody in that square needs to make a dexterity save. DC 14.
Ow.
So just Richado.
Wow.
All right. He casts.
Oh, that wasn't even my save. That was my check.
Do you have a bonus on your save?
you have
Plus
proficiency?
5. Yes, actually.
Okay, so you will make the save.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so you are not
Lovely.
restrained. However, some good things happen here. Wasn't the stage on fire?
Yep.
Yes.
That means all this is now on fire.
Anybody who starts their turn in that square takes 2d4 fire damage.
Oh, fuck, I should have moved. Oh.
Yeah, you're fine.
Moving would have provoked opportunity attacks. You made the right choice.
Yeah.
The bandit leader kind of cackles as he looks over to Brother Fist, Shizuka, and then Isao on deck.
Shizuka just looks like, that motherfucker. You know, 2 people can play at that game. Okay, first of all, how do I delete the arrow, the blue arrow here? Because I'm trying to get rid of it. So I can
I'll
measure
do it.
Things out.
It's right click, pointers, delete pointer, or remove pointer.
Oh. So what I'm trying to measure out, right click pointer, arrow, is I'm assuming this character here is a friendly, the one that's to the left of the stage.
Yeah, it's a rifleman there by the stairs.
Okay.
If they don't have a red square, they're a either friendly or non-combatant. They also have red circles around them. Those are the macabre circles.
So draw an arrow.
The easiest way to draw an arrow is just use both clicks.
Yeah, click both mouse buttons.
Okay.
That guy's a friendly. This guy right here is a friendly.
Yes, he's a rifleman.
Yeah.
So since talking is a free action, Shizuka will ask, like, how much collateral are you willing to put up with? She just says completely straight-faced.
Who are you speaking to? The captain?
Yeah, the captain that was on the stage.
Do what you can, is all he says.
All right, you said it. Okay, why did the map suddenly close on me? Thank you. So Shizuka's going to cast a fireball,
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
except she's going to focus it on these 3 guys. Like,
Alright.
she's going to angle in a way that it doesn't affect the captain right there. So she's targeting Brother Fist, Brother Hawk, and the bandit leader with that 1 fireball.
Okay.
It asks.
Save DC.
Save DC. Let me throw that up. Da-da-da-da-da.
You should be able to just click all, like, target all 3 of them, then hit cast on Fireball.
Okay.
Yep, that also works.
Oh. God. Hard. 1, 2, 3. Yes. And then combat. And here's the cast.
Okay, roll damage. As the ball of fire leaps from Shizuka's hands,
The oil.
striking the targets, flame erupts, adding to the fire that was already on the stage. All right, anything else?
And that's all she can do.
Isao.
Isao is going to use one of his disciplines to create a faithful
Faithful what?
Faithful archer.
Okay.
And that's my bonus action. And then for my main action, I'm gonna disengage from
Okay.
this cluster.
Ooh. I like the way you think.
I don't know how to get myself moving again.
Just
I'm
click and
stuck
drag
on
your
pointers.
token.
Yep. Click and drag your token.
Yes, just anywhere far away. That's what it's And that should be the end of my turn.
Don't you have an extra attack?
No.
Oh, that starts next turn.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right, so War Chanter 1. Let's see here. He is engaged with the Merkava. He's going to try to strike him with his quarter staff. They seem to be at odds, but the dog is biting at his heels. On the other side, the two citizens have overpowered this War Chanter. There's not a whole lot that he can do.
I just imagine him being held down and being the just normal citizens just punching the shit out of him.
Essentially, that's exactly what's happening. Bandit 1. All right, so he does not like the fact that the Sow is running away. As he runs up, dagger attack. 1 hit. Bandit 2. Hal. He is going to take advantage and press this attack, trying to strike vital organs as he does. Second attack. It's a miss.
That's a sneak attack, isn't it? Yeah.
It sure is. He plunges that dagger in deep. Bandit 3. Going to strike against Makoto. First strike. Second. He finds purchase. Driving his dagger in for 3 points of damage. Bandit 4. Let's see, fire damage. He is going to take this opportunity to try to break free. And fails horribly. Bandit 5. Fire damage. He also fails. Makoto.
Y'all just don't learn lessons, do ya?
I see a hex going out, I think.
You do.
A swing and a whiff with your Daikatana. However, you bring it around and strike on the follow through. Ooh. Ooh.
Nice.
His dexterity is at disadvantage.
All right, please remind me if it's Brotherhood of Midnight or Brotherhood 5.
Yeah, 5. Yep.
I wonder if we could make a macro for that, where I could just drop it on a target. I'm sure we can, but we'll deal with it later. Anything else, Makoto?
Nope. That's all my actions. Well, aside from move, but I don't feel like moving. I feel like beating the shit out of this guy.
All right, so let's see how. Before Brother Fist is the Merkava. No, they go after Hal. Brother Fist. What is he going to do? Fireball. All right. Brother Fist starts to chant in kind of the sing-songy mantra that you guys have been becoming accustomed to. And his right fist starts to turn a crimson color as it dances from fingertip up to mid-arm. He punches the flaming kind of raised platform. Everyone in that 10-foot square that's been marked, I'm going to need a dexterity save. DC 17.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Well,
And was that a spell effect or something else entirely?
You're not quite sure. It has no verbal or somatic component unless the somatic is his chanting. But he brings his
That would be the
fist.
verbal.
He brings his fist to bear. He arches back and with a solid blow. This ends now. Punches the structure. It bursts into flaming pieces of shard, flying and striking the characters. Richado, we're going to do some damage here.
lovely.
And I will have to manually add that 7 points of damage.
That's not bad.
No, but it hit everybody in that square.
Yeah, it's a big shotgun.
That platform is essentially destroyed now.
Lovely.
Well, he's called Brother Fit.
And Hal, it is now your turn.
Alrighty, I am going to. This bandit is getting annoying, so hit him with my quarterstaff.
You strike.
Do that again.
As you bring it around, another solid strike.
And then I will do a punch on him as well. And another strike. Nice.
You're fucking him up.
You are.
I am
Yeah.
indeed.
I think all those screams are his now. The ones that we keep hearing.
So yeah, Hal just like slaps him twice with his quarterstaff and then elbows him.
Nice.
in the chest.
He is going to feel that in the morning. Anything else?
No. That's it.
All right, so we will do Brother Hawk. He brings his twin light crossbows to bear and aims at the captain.
Do Merkava go before him?
They actually go after him. They go right before the Brotherhood of Midnight, the minions. So he brings his twin crossbows to bear, fires at the captain. First one sinks. Second one sinks.
Jesus.
Now, the Merkava react. The rifleman turns to bear on Brother Hawk. He fires. Glancing blow. Let's see, other Merkava. Let's see. I'm going to give them advantage on this to read the flame. He's going to take fire first, and then this will be the last of it. That Merkava is able to break free. Next one. Also able to break free. Let's see. The rifleman, the other one takes aim, fires at the war chanter, bringing him to his utter death.
Damn, nice shot.
Hey,
There's a fucking stand and two other people in the way.
yeah, seriously.
Some of the citizens are emboldened by this. They're going to assist. The tabaxi lets out a fierce growl as he tries to engage this brother of midnight. He's clawing and scratching at his face.
Go, Mike, go.
The drow starts to draw a small dagger that they had hidden and tries to strike brother of midnight too, finding purchase with that delicious sneak attack.
Oh, nice. They helping me out.
Merman pulls his trident because, of course, he has a trident. Trying to strike Bandit 2. Unfortunately, he's going to miss. The gentleman next to him, also emboldened, is going to throw a punch at the bandit for some light damage. All right, so Brother of Midnight 1. Engaged with the tabaxi. He tries to fend off the claw and bite attacks. Sinks his dagger into his chest.
No.
Brother of Midnight 2.
It's done nothing. Khajiit is innocent of this crime.
Going to take this opportunity to attack Hal.
He just said Khajiit of the.
I made a Khajiit joke.
Okay.
Totally misses. Brother 3. Engaged with the Merkava. He just cannot overtake the onslaught here. He goes down.
Hey.
Hey, one down.
Midnight 5. He's going to take this opportunity to attack Makoto. But he just cannot seem to find the mark. Richado.
All right, I'm going to move on the fuckles out of here because fire. Also, how much
The
damage
fire
did
is
they
done
do?
this round. It burns out after one round.
Oh, all right. So I'm actually safe.
Do you wish to move there?
No, I don't anymore. Just because. Actually, no. Yeah, I do. I don't want to be surrounded.
Okay, are you going to disengage?
Yeah. Let's Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna move 5 feet around this direction.
Okay. That does move you out of Bandit 4's range, and he will get an attack.
All right, I'm fine with that. Do you want me to roll attack first, or?
Yeah, you can go at the same time.
Okay.
Everything auto updates.
Oh, that crit.
Oh.
Oh, that crit. Oh,
Oh.
baby.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Do you want to
Where
describe
did
that?
come from?
Bardic Blades and Swordism.
No, describe what you fucking did.
I don't care about the mechanics.
Rachado fucking moving. Rachado electing to move to the side. Definitely attempts to dodge. But having been slashed in the I'm going to just say the leg by
Sure.
whichever dick hole that was.
Yep, Bandit 4.
Bandit 4. Bandit 4, in fact, helps him with a inducing a little stumble into him, and Rachado just slams his blade straight through Bandit 5's chest.
Oh, and
then
he
casts Bardic Blade, and he's not happy.
Oh,
The man is not happy.
he felt every inch of that blade. He is hanging on by a thread.
Jesus Christ, he's still alive.
Barely. Anything else, Richado? All right, bandit leader. He is going to cast Wall of Stone.
What's spell?
Wall of Stone?
It's a stone wall.
I think she's.
I am going to attempt to counter.
Okay.
It is level 5, just so you know.
D10 plus.
10 plus spell level, I think?
Yeah, and it's level 5, if I'm reading this right.
It is.
To make a DC 15.
Yep.
And.
I believe in you.
Well, it uses your charisma as the check, so.
Oh, goody. So. Charisma ability save.
Just check, but. Yeah!
Yeah, fuck your wall. Go wild, go wild. Uh-oh.
Okay, so as you're like not so fast, I'm not sure, is it somatic verbal for counterspell? But you do your incantation as he's bringing up a wall. The stone starts to rise up out of the ground, and as it does, it starts to kind of quiver and shake, turning into almost like an ooze or a delicious green jello as it kind of topples over and just kind of spreads throughout the ground.
Nice.
Wait a minute. So, are they all soaked?
It would spread maybe 5 foot from the line each way.
No, but like what I meant is like, so are they now like soaked as like it was a.
It didn't like explode. It couldn't hold its own weight, so it kind of collapsed on itself and kind of smushed out.
You just counted
Okay.
the spell.
Yeah. For all
No, but
intents
what
and
I'm asking
purposes,
is
they don't
when
have
it-
cover or anything like that.
Oh.
The spell didn't. It's just flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, huh. I know what I'm doing.
The bandit leader does not like this at all. Exit stage right, even. Isao.
That is actually my voice.
I think you skipped Zuka's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I was thinking that was the counter spell.
Yeah, counterspell's a reaction. not
It
the
sure is.
action.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that. Right, Isao?
Yep.
Right, Isao?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Right, Isao? All right, Shizuka, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, Zuka, remember what we were
Mhm.
talking about before session?
In
Speed boost,
regard.
please?
So like the thing is, I saw it under the weight of his own wall.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey?
You kind of cut out there for. I heard weight of wall.
Did the bandit leader die under the weight of his own wall?
No, he
left.
bugged out.
Oh, he left. Okay. All right. So she's just gonna
Speed boost.
frown and just look at Makoto like, you know what? Here you go, and just like slap him on the back, casting haste.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I believe
Where
if
is
you
the-
target me and then click the effect, it should... Not you. not as...
That's like 14 people.
Ah, why is this thing so picky? Clear that.
Not picky.
The thing I've learned about this system is click your token, then select who you want to
There we
target.
go.
You click your
Yeah!
and then control click target.
Yeah. That's
All
what I
right,
did.
so there's your action.
Control clicking
You've already used
And
a
then-
reaction, so move.
And then my bonus action will be to using my sorcery points to create a slot.
Okay, create a block.
No, as in like I use sorcery points to make a spell slot.
Oh, I gotcha. That would bring us to a sow.
Yep.
Well, seeing that there's a bandit right next to him, Sal's going to use his bonus action to focus his mind on his nomadic art.
Okay.
The stillness allows him to never be at disadvantage when shooting.
Very
And
good.
He's gonna
Point blank
aim.
shot.
No, no point blank, not today. I have to save somebody else.
Oh.
Bandit 4, Bandit 5.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do these as, you know, the thing. Sharpshooter.
Okay.
It's a good thing you didn't bother grabbing crossbow expert.
One strikes.
Yep, they're both at -5. Okay.
Oh, did that exceed?
And then
He knocked him the
Oh,
fuck out.
He down.
he dead.
Yeah, he's dead. One's down for the count.
And that's gonna end my turn.
All right, War Chanter 1. All right, he's going to try. He just cannot seem to gain way against the onslaught of both man and dog. As he takes more damage. All right, so Bandit 1 is going to take this opportunity to try to strike at a sow.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
And that's the way the news goes. All right, Bandit 2. He is just getting waylaid. As he tries to attack Hal. Oh,
Wow.
that would have been a crit too. Bandit 3.
It was oh, that's funny.
All right. Let's see. He's going to try to strike. No. Yeah. He's not going to disengage. First dagger.
Oh damn, that still hit.
What's that? Defense effects +2.
Haste.
Oh, awesome. Second attack. Oh no. I love these macros as they come up.
I know,
A-
right?
As he tries to slide his dagger into Makoto, Makoto is able to keep concentration on that ever important spell. Bandit 4. First attack. One hit and a crit.
Ooh.
I'm afraid it's going to. Plus that 6 damage. I don't know if it applied. Oh, it applied to me.
He stabbed himself by accident.
He hurt himself in confusion.
I adjusted your hit points there. So a crit and a dagger strike. And it is now Makoto's turn.
Shizuki disconnected from Fantasy Grounds. Possibly also from Discord.
Yeah, it sounds like
Explain you responding.
Maybe their toaster rebooted.
Possibly.
maybe.
All right, Makoto.
Makoto, recently having just been hasted, takes one look at the Brotherhood of Midnight. My blade is unbending!
Oh, and it finds purchase.
Your blade really should bend like a little bit, you know?
I mean, his blades do generally bend.
But your overconfidence.
Just like, do you imagine that?
1 of 3 strike, but it was a hearty hit.
Yeah, I mean, if only your blade had bent, maybe it would have curved around.
Anything else?
Fucking hate you guys.
Come,
I'm
brother.
trying to do a bit of flavor that isn't just referencing.
We have
Final
work
Fantasy
to
14 memes.
do. Hal, it is your turn.
Let's see. Who do I want to fuck up first? That bandit's still attacking me. I'm gonna hit him. Also, I'm going to regain my hit points before I forget, because I have almost forgotten a few times. Whoop.
You strike.
Hit him in the face. Nice. Hit him again. Aha. Woo. Do the damage again. Nice. Nice. And then punch him. Boop. So close. Fuck it, I'll spend a key. Very close. For another unarmed strike.
They should just call your ability Flurry of Dice.
Flurry of dice.
Oh,
Just
exceeds.
And with that,
Oh,
Blender.
exceeds.
uppercuts him in the jaw and just like lays him out and just with it draws a bit of his life force into himself.
That's awesome. So as the bandit body collapses against the ground, a trident pierces him as another boot comes down across his jaw.
All right, and that is my turn.
Awesome.
As I turn to face the Brotherhood of Midnight.
All right. So, Brother Hawk, in a very quick and calculated motion, appears behind a sow and says, "That bow belongs to me," as he's going to try to grapple you, essentially wresting for control of the bow. So, a grapple check.
It's strength check, of course,
Yep, for me.
and I can do acrobatics or athletics. So
Correct.
I'll do acrobatics.
Ugh. You handedly. He places his hand upon your bow as he gives a gentle kind of tug. You're able to wrest it free of his grasp. Let's see, bonus action. You can dervish.
Keep your fingers off my butterfingers.
As he says as he's running off, "This is not over."
Can I get an opportunity to attack?
Dervish. I can disengage as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Merkava. All right, they should be a little bolstered now. The Merkava soldier comes in heavy-handed with his longsword as he brings it down upon Bandit 4. And Shizuka and Makoto, you hear a quick succession of rifle shots pierce into Brother of Midnight 5. And let's see. Another Merkava comes up to try to engage Bandit 3. Unfortunately, he misses. And the Merkava kind of sentry, the one with the dog, lets his dog loose. He runs up and tries to engage with Bandit 4. Striking almost mid-thigh, the dog's wide gape just clenches down. All right, so Bandit Brother 1. Let's see. He's not going to be too stupid.
Oh, hello.
First punch. Strike.
Hey, that's not nice.
Second attack. Miss. Oh, I'm sorry. It double rolled. They were both misses. As he strikes you squaw in the side. Midnight 2. Engaged with Howl. He tries kind of a foolish maneuver, but he tries to do a reverse roundhouse kick. And it paid off. Absorbed. Oh, temp hit points. Not liking this. As soon as he lands, he tries to just do like a forward axe kick. Almost a crit.
Hits again.
Dang, hit points.
Hal takes it.
Midnight 4. Where is 4?
Where is 4?
Is he dead?
He was the guy who was fighting the Merkava.
Oh, here he is.
The dog. I thought he was the guy who was fighting the Merkava with the dog, and then I saw him leave. I thought you took him off the map.
There he is.
Oh. Oh, there he is. It was 3 that was fucked up.
As he comes around, yeah, punching Richado in the face.
I'm wishing he ran off to the countryside now.
he follows it up with like a thrusting front kick. Oh.
Ow.
Oh. And Richado drops. Like always.
As usual.
Let's see. Midnight
I just
5.
noticed you have like no hit points.
I have a max of 37.
Why is it so low?
Did you add your hit points from leveling up?
No, but I can't add them now because
Of course you didn't.
I mean, still, even so, that only puts me at like 43.
We'll have to run a workshop on how to level up, I think. Midnight
fair,
5, knowing that he is not making any gaining any way with Makoto, first he feints at Makoto, but he brings his foot around to actually strike Shizuka. And that is a strike. Second attack. Oh, is that a failure? Oh. Oh, man.
I can't even see what's going on because Fantasy Ground is just freezing.
So he brought he feinted at Makoto, but he brought his foot around, actually catching you, Shizuka. You were just unaware, not knowing that attack was going to be directed at you. You lose concentration.
Well,
Richado
Makoto,
gurgles. Shizuka.
It's your turn.
yeah, give me a minute. Fantasy Grounds is not being nice. There we go. Can you throw open the map for me real quick? There we go. And which was that asshole that just hit me?
Brotherhood of Midnight 5. She casts Fireball.
Hmm. Actually, wait. Why is Brother Hawk all the way down here? What the hell?
He left.
He had to talk to a man about a bow.
That's unfortunate.
It went in
Anyway.
my favor.
So this guy right here. First, I'm going to. Actually, no. If I cast, that means he has a chance to interrupt me. Correct?
No.
Oh, he doesn't.
Nope.
Okie dokie then.
I learned that one very quickly.
So first thing I'm going to do is just
Fireball.
cast a chromatic orb right at him.
Okay.
That does more damage. So
Shouldn't it be a disadvantage?
It will be a
melee?
disadvantage if you're doing a ranged attack at melee range.
oh,
Just so you know.
Spells
How bloody
that
does he
have a
looking?
save DC would not be.
You could also just magic missile him for guaranteed damage.
Or you could disengage and fire.
you know what? Yeah, I'll disengage to get away. So about right here. Oh, that's pointers.
Click your character and move it where you want it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm left clicking, but it's just drawing a line.
Yeah, that's supposed to happen.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna move there.
You're telling the GM where you want to move, and the GM has to accept it.
Oh, okay. And then seeing as I'm out of that, I'm actually going to cast instead Chaos Bolt at Brother
Okay.
Midnight 5. Here's the dice roll. Target it.
Hope for them doubles. Oh, it's a hit.
I roll
2d8.
Two.
Yep. Not doubles, but damage
And,
type is not super important, but there is a chart that it goes off of.
Choose between cold or fire.
And Asao, you're on deck.
Mhm.
As for right now, the damage type doesn't matter, so just pick one.
Yeah. The damage.
You hit him with a spray of icy hot.
Wonder if they're disconnecting again. Asao, go ahead.
Isao is going to take the dodge action, and then
Okay.
as a bonus action, he's going to use Mighty Leap as he concentrates to jump up onto the roof 20 feet per psi point spent.
Okay.
I regain 1 health for the psi point spent.
Nice.
And then I'll fire at the 2 that had the audacity to encroach on my person.
Okay. Are you using a surge?
Yes, I am using my action surge.
Okay.
First
That
shot,
is so kung fu. I hope you hit on both of these. And they connect.
You targeted yourself
Why
there,
is it-
so.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I hit myself. Okay.
You also hit them.
Yes, I hit them. Okay.
You might want to untarget yourself and then roll damage. Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Yeah, as the sow just leaps like a freak up onto the roof, turns back, lets loose 2 arrows, and they find their mark. War Chanter.
Told you he was a ninja.
He is going to disengage. Shizuka, you're actually going... yeah, you wouldn't... Here's an interesting thing. If somebody disengages but moves through another target's threatened area, does anybody know the clear rule on that? Does disengage still count?
I'm checking.
I've always thought that it was just it means that your move out of the currently threatened.
Your movement does not provoke opportunity
Okay.
attacks for the rest of the turn.
Cool.
So, yeah, everyone.
Interesting.
In that case, he's going to skedat.
The disengage action is disengaging from everyone.
Cool. That's good to know. I've never actually had that come up ever. Bandit 1.
Of course, if you had passed by Hal.
Sentinel.
He's going to take this opportunity to engage with Hal. Trying to find some squishy bits.
Did he do damage after missing? Oh, the first one hit.
First one hit.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sneak attack.
What? Okay, cool.
I don't think... Is sneak attack applying to you? I don't think it is.
No, it didn't apply on that one. I'll edit.
Thank you.
26.
All right. Trying to strike against Makoto. That is a hit. The miss. That should apply, though. Damn it. And then sneak attack. So add 8. Makoto. Bandit 4. How mean do I want to be? He is surrounded, but he's got an ally. All right. I'm going to do this judiciously. If it is an odd number, he is going to try to strike at Richado. If it's an even number, he's going to try to fend off one of these 2 attackers.
Even.
Even.
Well, that didn't roll a percentage.
Well, oh, it was supposed to be a percentile. Let me
Okay,
just take it.
there we go.
I thought we were adding.
You're lucky, Richado. You almost died there. Almost. Well, maybe.
Even more so than I am now.
All right, so he's going to try to fend off the dog that is on his thigh. Makoto.
What's the word? What's the words we're looking for?
Fireball.
Well, no. No.
Chain lightning.
No.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. That's a good one. You done fucked up now.
Ooh, he drops.
Ah, that's weird. It just removed the hex entirely when you did that.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
I got this. Moving that shit. You want to play too?
And as you miss,
I don't care.
that's okay.
And I miss.
Letting him know what the fuck's up.
But again, I mean, it's a series of swings and ducks and dodges and all sorts of fun things. It's not just like Final Fantasy 1. Hal.
That's where he went. Okay. Did I see Brother Hawk run by?
So he materialized behind Sao. He seemed to grapple for the bow. As it was wrested from his hands, he then started to flee south. Looks like he is moving out of the area.
Oh, fun time. Spending a key point to step of the wind to disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do some parkour shit over these barrels. And
Okay.
go intercept.
Let's see. There's barrels, but there's people here. There is a chance that you could fail this. Let's set it at a decent DC. Make me athletics, or as you said, parkour. I would allow acrobatics. DC 12.
Okie doke.
Oh, and you still made it.
I made it. All right.
Was that a 1 or a 7?
That's a 7.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 13. I barely made it.
You did,
Made it.
but a success is a success.
Hey, buddy.
And now I'm going to take my 2 strikes against him.
Let me guess. Stunning strike.
We'll see if they hit first.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my what's it called? I have inspiration.
Okay.
From writing.
You have my permission.
So re-rolling attack. There we go.
Oh, and it is a hit.
Listed as a combatant right now. I don't know why. And yeah, I'm going to stunning strike, which I now have as an action. Cast. It should have been.
That
no,
was
that's
our
the wrong-
briefing.
That's the wrong thing, and also I was not targeting.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Oh, wait, I saved. I saw that 20.
I'm hitting him again though. Does that hit? Because it's not actually listening.
Yeah, it's a hit.
It hits. Okay, then damage.
Are you gonna stunning strike again?
Oh fuck yeah!
Ah!
I don't know why I'm wrong, but he's stunned for a round.
It's automatically making him roll.
Correct.
Well, but it's also having me roll for some reason, and that's confusing.
Peter.
Oh no,
thank
that
you.
was my damage. Okay, so yeah, Hal, like his form kind of just shimmers for a sec, and he hops over some barrels, and just sprints down the thing, and just slaps him on both sides of the head with his quarterstaff, and he now, I presumably, just appears dazed, and Hal's just like, "You're not going anywhere."
That is so awesome.
And I think that's everything. So, ending the turn.
He can do nothing on his turn, correct? He's stunned until the end of your
He's
next.
stunned until the end of my next turn, which means I get an advantage on my hits on him.
Okay, so
Can you stun him?
Yes, but only as many times as I have key, which I am now running out of.
Still, that does mean you can theoretically stun lock him for a little bit.
Yes.
the
Which is insane.
brother of midnight, he's just he sees this happen, and he's essentially all the brothers are going to do anything that they can to try to stop this from happening. He's going to run down and try to punch you in the back of the head.
Donkey punch.
It hits.
Oh, and a crit.
Ooh.
I'm going to roll this again. I don't know if it's going to roll crit. It doesn't. Okay, good.
All right. All right. Oh. May have bitten off a bit more than I can chew. Does that person get an attack of opportunity against him?
Yes,
Cool.
but it's not going to... Nothing that they can do to stop him. One hit.
Oh no, that's fine. I just like as long as they're getting harried a bit.
Okay. Got one more brother.
This owl, help.
Give me a second. I've got a dead guy over there. I gotta
This
kill.
is not going to go well. Nobody moved in to help Richado.
Oh
He
yeah.
can handle himself.
Richado is unconscious right now.
Yeah. So
And our
attacks
only healer.
on unconscious allies are at advantage.
Yes.
That's what I thought. I think it's going to auto apply. It does.
Ow.
Yes. So that's a failed save.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What a cunt.
GG.
Oh. GG.
So
Dead.
Yep.
as the monk,
Wow.
again, Brother Hawk is trying to flee. The monks just kind of go crazy at this point. And with a 1-2 combination, Richado breathes his last breath. And then, just to make things worse,
It fails to save again.
Also, if we want to be technical, any hits against unconscious people are auto crits. So regardless. of
right, he would have dropped
they're
after the
not.
first one.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Thought that was a thing.
That's the other version.
Oh.
I think on a crit, it does 2 fails.
It's 2. It's 2 fails on a crit.
Either way, they both struck, so it's...
Yeah.
Um,
I'm very dead.
I'm just
but that's
Nice.
okay. Richado will live on in infamy. Shizuka, it is your turn. Your ally has been struck down.
Well, the people came here to see an execution. Let's give them one. So Shizuka's going to move over here. Right here. Yeah. That's around right there. And she sees Hal being penned by 1, 2, 3 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a spell for that.
Okay.
It's called Fireball. Centered on
Oh,
Hal. Centered on Hal, but I'm using Metamagic Careful spell.
I auto save it. I have evasion.
Yup.
Yup.
To ensure that he auto saves this. Or rather, hang on, let me just
Roll that beautiful
Yes.
fire damage.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
So
Make
here
make
we
sure you
go.
have them all targeted.
Target on 1.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic.
Three. Because I'm moving there, so that would have changed. And here we go. Fuck.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They still get damage.
Actually, hang on. Ability and luck on Brother Hawk to bring his save down.
Okay.
So that's a 1d4.
Do you want to roll or you want me to?
You
tying
roll
a
it because it's
DC
not.
Does tying a DC save or fail?
It saves.
Saves.
Oh, then it's not working.
So -4 on his save.
Which
And wait,
is
he's stunned.
15.
He doesn't get a save.
Oh.
Oh.
He's stunned. He just was.
So then in that case, to make the change luck to affect.
They'll still save.
It's not
They'll
worth it.
still save.
Oh, it's not save? Okay.
They rolled
So then-
16s.
If that's the case, then. Brother
So
Hawk doesn't get a
roll your
save.
damage and I'll double it for Brother Hawk.
It didn't even hit Brother Hawk because. Oh, he probably has evade. He probably would have had evasion. So
Yeah, but
But he's
thankfully he's
stunned.
stunned. Yeah.
All right. What is that damage?
24.
All right. Let me add 24 more.
Do I have it?
He is not looking so good. Did anybody else drop? They did not.
2 is heavily damaged. 1 is wounded. How do I have a gauge on Hawk? Since he's not in the actual combat list.
I'm sorry, what?
Do I have a gauge on how injured Brother Hawk looks since he's not in the combat list?
He's
Is he bloody?
Beyond.
Okay.
Okay.
With a good set of attacks, you guys think that you could bring him down for good, maybe some justice. And Asao, it is now your turn. As you sit high on your perch.
He's stunned, which
I know what it
attacks
does.
against
It's advantage.
I can apply that effect.
It should be on him automatically. Oh no, he's not a targetable thing. Or he's not.
Yeah, he's not on the list.
So it should have applied it.
It is applied now.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Oh, wait.
gonna-
Did it go on the right one?
We can't see him in the list. So
Yeah, I know. That was more to myself.
Oh.
He does indeed have the stunned effect.
Okay.
All right. And
Did you heal Brotherhood of Midnight 4 by mistake? Or was he never damaged?
He might have never been damaged.
Really?
Well, it still says he's healthy. I just noticed that.
Is that the one fighting Machado? Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
He was ever damaged.
I don't think he actually got struck by anything.
I think I'll put my remaining 4 psi points. No, my 2 of my psi points into as a bonus action with lethal strike,
Okay.
and it's gonna be -5.
Alrighty. That is a strike. A second strike. All right. So you've exceeded. Oh my God.
He dead.
Oh, yeah. If you want to go ahead and describe this, I'm assuming you're trying to end him.
Oh, yes. But I don't want to describe it.
Okay, no problem. So, Asao, high on his perch, looks down. He has great vantage point over the entire battle. His companion that he's known for the last maybe year of his life, a brother in arms, somebody who's, he shared meals with, laughs, triumphs, despairs, and any sort of justice that he can enact. He is in the perfect position to do so as he draws a bow, the bow of his enemy, a bittersweet kind of irony as he pulls back the first arrow. Strike. Brother Hawk is helpless to do anything. His eyes kind of narrow. He's able to turn his head ever so slightly as Asao pulls back for the second strike. Flies through into the chest, just barely missing Brother Hawk's beating heart. Had he not been stunned, it would be racing almost out of his chest. Asao draws the third arrow. He pulls back, closes his eyes, lets loose through the heart. Brother Hawk breaks the stun effect and falls dead. Let me roll something real quick.
Oh, panic or frenzy. Lovely.
Dang it. I wish
You're
that
not
wasn't
good
on.
at actually setting. You gotta right click the D10 to.
Yeah, I know.
You could also just take it as a 31.
The Brotherhood is going to fail any sort of morale check that they would have had. They're going to try to break free of this battle. So, player's choice if you want to kill them outright or round them up for some sort of other justice. We will
Kill.
be.
No,
Take one.
we
alive.
must obey the
Take
laws.
one of each alive.
I would like to take at least one alive. Other than that, I really don't care.
Okay. Well, we can
This,
decide.
okay. I'm making one call though.
Hmm?
This motherfucker right here dies.
Yeah.
The one who
Ugh.
killed Rachado.
Rachado. Yeah, he dies.
Okay.
Painfully.
That seems like a good compromise. I think most people in the group would agree. If you have disagreements, we'll roleplay that out. But as you guys round up and exact a little more revenge on that brother, you guys are left kind of with on a somber note. Your companion that you have just fought and bled with will never be coming back. As the music plays.
His music will never play again. How dare you say such a joke?
Triggered! All right. Good job. That was a very tough encounter. I don't know if Rachado is still here or not.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. So, the party is left at kind of an impasse. This is a world of magic. It may be possible to resurrect him. There's always a cost. However, if the soul is not willing, the soul is not willing. And that is session 7, Confined.